Hi, it's Kjaer here today, and I am with Reid, who has been spending probably your whole adult life, I would say, in corporate communications.
I'm a bit older than that.
in corporate communications in very large, substantial organizations, like tens of thousands of people.
That's right.
And first I want to hear about Al explaining what it is that you actually do.
Yeah, so 10 years of, at least 10 years of employee communications. So content, channel management, advice to leaders, content for employees to be able to connect to strategy, to connect to the organizational priorities, etc. And also a contributor or an enhancer of culture and how the place works, and how do we build that and talk about that.
So one of the things we've seen that has really happened in the last, I guess, probably 5 to 10 years, sort of give or take, is the rise of enterprise social collaboration platforms as another, I guess, piece of technology that can aid with employee engagement and executive communication.
That's right.
In your, what have you seen in large companies, how they've taken up these sort of tools, and what role do they play for the internal commerce function?
Yeah, I mean, I think it probably mirrors what happens externally. So you have a democratization of channels because people have their own phone, and now they have a platform in which to communicate on that doesn't need, in fact, you'd prefer it didn't have too much influence from, say, the traditional comms advice sometimes, because you want things to be authentic, you want things to be genuine, and so that's what's happening a lot more. I think previously you had a lot more newsletters and very formal, quite structured pieces of employee comms content, and I think we're moving into more organic stuff. So the role of employee comms becomes more about advice. How do you do that better? What is the content we want to talk about here? Rather than prescribing it, but helping the person, the leader, whoever, or other people, doesn't have to be leaders, do it better, influence better, connect better, and make a difference in that way. And because of the mobile nature, the quick nature of turning things around, it's faster, it's more nimble, and it kind of connects people more interestingly, arguably.
So in that whole communications field, there was the old sort of concept of you're having a sender, you have a message, and you have a receiver. And internal comms were sort of almost responsible for that whole chain of, they would send it out, they would prepare the content and give it to the recipient.
Yeah.
But that's, so you're seeing with this democratization, that's all gone out the window. Is that right?
Yeah, possibly in that chain. I think there's still a curatorial role for communications people to draw linkages, to say, here's a bit of content that marries what this person said. Hey, have you seen this?
Yes.
How about you think about that? And if you have a big organization, there's a lot of content.
Yes.
A lot of people are posting in a lot of groups, and you need to be able to sort of distill what's important for me, what's important, what we want people to know versus what's nice to know versus doesn't matter.
Yes.
And so I think there's still a role for sure in that, but also to be able to influence the channels, so to be able to go, how do we want to promote things? How do we want to declutter for really important announcements?
Yes.
So there is certainly a big role there, but again, it's still messaging. It's still, okay, what are we talking about? How are we going to get the best thing out of here, which is just doing it in a different way,
so
doing it faster.
Curation, you talked about sort of making sure that these things in this huge proliferation, I guess, of content that now becomes the norm in large companies. So curating it, making sure the right things get to the right people. What in terms of coaching, because commerce people have a lifetime of knowing how to frame something so it reads well, and now I see more and more that this is being left up to senior leaders, that because we want them to be authentic. Yeah. But are they all capable of doing that?
I think certainly depending on what they're doing. I think different people have different skills around presenting, say, to a camera.
Yeah.
And you can give advice around how better to do that and how to make that more impactful. Communication is probably at least 50% visual.
Yeah.
So how do we influence that a bit more. But you can still give advice around the shaping of a message. It won't be the exact words, and I think that's good. But these are the 3 points we want to hit. This is the message we want people to leave. This is the call to action.
Yes.
This is the tone.
Yes.
So all of those things are still important.
Yeah.
And those things still need a discussion, a trusted advisor to help with, etc.
Yes.
So they should never change.
Yeah. Now, of course, I have to ask you one thing: measurement of all this.
Yeah.
Where do you see that whole? And I'm not asking for an advertisement or SWOOP or anything, but where do you from a commerce perspective, where does measurement sit in all this?
I think that's crucial because you need to know the effectiveness of what you're doing. Now, you can't always measure effectively just on raw data. So your quantitative stuff is not going to give you all the answers, but it's a good quick window to see about engagement initially. But I do think you need the qualitative stuff. You need to do more investigative work from time to time to see, is that message landing and what's the impact of that message and what has been the business outcome of that, and can you join the dots and how do you do it? It's always a little bit nebulous, but I do think tools that can give you a bit more grit, a bit more depth to the numbers are always going to be valuable, as well as little things like pulse surveys. And, there's nothing like face-to-face feedback to really understand, that really landed and why and how.
Yeah. Well, Al, it's been wonderful talking to you. If there are people who are watching this who would like to connect with you, suppose we can find you on LinkedIn, is that right?
That's right, we can. Yeah.
So, but it's not Al Reid, it's actually Alistair
Reid, that's correct.
Alistair
very
Reid.
formal.
Very formal, like a true Aussie guy.
That's right.
All right, thank you everyone. Thanks for listening into this wonderful chat with Al Reid about the future of and the reality, I guess, of the role of internal comms. Thanks, Al.
Cheers.